I feel so professional.
I know, this feels super weird. First of all, I have Emma here with me. Emma was on Lady Jags last year and now is on Revs. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell them about you, your age, all that stuff.
Hi guys, I'm Emma. I'm 15. I'm gonna be a sophomore. I've cheered since I was like 3, and I grew up in Jacksonville, and then I moved and I cheered in Miami on LJ last year, and now I'm on Revs.
Yeah, okay. So Emma, I have a lot of questions for you. People were asking. And so I'm going to start asking. Okay, let's see. First question. Okay, what led you to cheer?
My mom just put me in it when I was like 3 because her friend's daughter did it, and I've just stayed in it ever since.
Okay, stop, because like same. Obviously I wasn't like 3 or 4 whenever you did it, but like my cousin did it and then I started doing it. Oh, Love Maddie asked, how did you guys meet? Do you want to talk about that one? And then I'll
Sure, we met through our parents at our graduation party, I think it was. It was some little like pool party, I remember.
Yeah,
in the summer.
I think our parents work at Walmart together, and you were visiting over the summer. I don't even know how old you were. You were like
little.
Yeah, we were little, and we had a pool party, and we just started stunting.
In the little kiddie pool.
Yeah, literally like a 2-feet pool. We started stunting. We did co-ed stunts, and from there we just like kept doing it. And every time she came over, we would always like stunt or learn a new co-ed. Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah, those are. Gosh, I'm gonna put a video of us trying her co-ed in my backyard. That was. One day we stayed up until like 11 p.m. She was staying the night at my house. We stayed up until 11 p.m. just trying to get a walk-in pressed to the top. It was crazy.
And I don't even think we did it. Or if we did, it was like an up and down.
Yeah. Okay.
You're great. And then ta-da! Oh my god, you did it! Go with it! Pop off 1, 2. Oh my god! 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Rainy D. Cooper said, what is your favorite tumbling pass?
For running tumbling, it's a round off whip handspring full, because that's just what I've done for the past like 5 years actually. Working on the double, but that's still work in progress.
Nice. Okay, Carson Apple said, what is your ideal dream team?
Revs. It's always been Revs. Last year I would literally sit and watch them and just be like, oh my god, like I want to be on that team. Like that's just all I want to do. We would have practices at Top Gun Orlando for like UCA and Worlds and stuff, and the whole time I was just like, oh my god, like I was in love with them.
Has that like always been the case, or like whenever you were at Infinity, was there like another team that you always wanted to be on?
Whenever I was at Infinity, I really just wanted to be in like Miami, like LJ, TGLC. And then I got there and then I was like, okay, well, hold on. Because I didn't want to move to Orlando really just because it was so close to my old house. So I was like, I want to go somewhere far, like somewhere new. But then I got to Miami and I was like, I want to be in Orlando.
Oh, so are you moving to Orlando now, or are you like just driving?
No, I'm moving now. I'm like 3 hours away right now where I live. And my parents are looking for a house and all that, but I don't get into all that because that's stressful for me.
Yeah. Wait, how does it feel like switching schools like 3 years in a row basically?
Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. And my first school I went to, like before I moved, I went there since kindergarten. And so it was like a small school, like everyone knew everyone. And then now I go to a little bit of a bigger school, but like I don't even know half the people there still. And then I'm about to move and go to another, it's crazy.
Yeah. talking about like, cause you went to Providence, right? So
Yeah.
back then, whenever you cheered, how was the experience of like school cheer compared to All Star? Like, did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Like it?
I always loved doing school cheer and All Star, kind of in a way. School cheer to me gets a little boring, and I'm kind of like, okay, like what's going on? But I didn't do school cheer this year. I'm going to do it now, like this upcoming year. I'm doing it at my new school. A bunch of people on my team go to the school that I'm going to, and so I think that'll be fun, like being able to do it all with them.
Yeah, that's fun. Okay. Carson Apple also said, who was your favorite teammate on LJ?
My favorite teammate? Probably my two best friends, Angelina and Shay. We would carpool together. We live like an hour and a half. Really, it's like an hour, but with traffic and everything, it's like 2 hours some days from the gym. And so we would all carpool together, and it just made us super close, and I love them.
That's fun. Okay, Sophia, my sister, said, how do you feel about your cheer experience so far?
I love it. I think it's so fun. I've met so many amazing, like, cool people, and there's just always a new opportunity to take up and something fun to do. It's so fun.
Yeah. Okay, she also said, what are the most important qualities a cheerleader should have?
Oh, I say probably, like, courage, being able just to try things, like, always being able to take the first step, just try something new. Also probably, like, leadership, and I don't know the word for this, but, like, being outgoing, like, being able to lead others, and then also just being able to talk to people and, like, communicate and stuff like that.
I feel like I do agree, like, courage is always something that's so important, especially because, like, when it comes to the cheer world, like, it's always, like, 90% mental and 10% physical. You have to have courage in the strive to want to do stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm. I completely agree.
Yeah. Okay, she also asked, what makes a successful team?
I think it's all about the bonds, like, all about the bonds you have with each other, all about the friendships and everything. Because LJ last year in the beginning of the season, we were really not that close at all. It was kind of like in, like, groups, like, it was very, like, cliquey kind of, and then towards more, like, competition time, I guess, we all kind of bonded more and all came together and learned how to work together, and it really made us all, like, strive more. I don't think that's the right word, but all, like, do better together. And you could definitely see it when we performed. If you look from, like, our, like, battle performance, like, worlds, it's crazy.
Yeah. Kylie Stave, I think, said, why did you leave LJ and go to Revs?
Okay. Revs has always been it was like my dream team, and it was just like, that's where I want to be. I love the Top Gun Orlando, the, like, environment of the gym, and I love Coach Adrian. When I was on Revs, he watched us we had a practice at NCA at some, like, random little gym, and it was actually the most random gym ever. There was, like, one floor, and it was, like, anyways, it doesn't matter. It was, like, a 3-hour drive away from the hotel. It was crazy. What's it called? He watched us at one of our practices, and he said something to me, and I was just like, oh my god, like, I love him. I love the team. Like, I want to go. That's where I want to be. And I truly feel like it's made me so much happier being there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally see that, because I remember, like, whenever you would be, like, at Top Gun Orlando, I would see your story, and I was like, Emma is literally striving, like, all the things you would post, you were like, I love Orlando, and I was like...
Yes, I wanted to hate it so much. Like, I really, really wanted to hate it, but I love it.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, next question. Oh, okay. Do you remember when you used to go to Club Infinity? I've had a couple girls...
Yes.
I've had a couple girls be like, oh my gosh, I used to go to Club Infinity with her. I wonder if she remembers me. But I know that was so long ago. I doubt.
It was so long ago.
Yeah. Okay, someone else said, Ava said, what is your favorite part of Lady Jag's routine?
It was probably the dance is always fun. But I also was in the back row and I did like a lift and then like literally stood like this for like 2 counts. But the people that were like around me and dance was fun. And then also probably the lead stunt was always super fun.
Yeah. Talking about that, whenever, how does it feel like, first of all, seeing all these kids like look up to you now that you're like on this like team that everyone loves and all this stuff?
It's actually insane. My brain like can't like process it. Like someone will ask for a picture and I'm like, what? Like, you want a picture like with me? Why? But it's so fun. It's so cool. Like I love taking pictures with everyone. I love seeing everyone. It's like my whole For You page is just LJ and everything. It's honestly so cool.
Yeah. And then like whenever, I think it was Varsity, I can't remember, when Varsity made that video and it was like the highlights of LJ and you were like in it, how did that make you feel?
I was like whoa, like me? I remember when a couple years ago Varsity would post like just random photos and it'd be like of like my team and I'd actually like freak out. I would like, oh my god, like who is it gonna be? It was always like one of my best, it was always like Kenlyn, or she's one of my best friends. And then it's so fun being able to see yourself on the Instagram and you're like, that's like actually like Varsity and they posted me. It's like, what?
Yeah. Okay, so I asked this with the other podcast when I did, but would little you be proud of where you are today?
For sure. I don't even think she would be able to like think about like moving for cheer. Like I always kind of thought about moving for cheer, but I was like, my mom would never do that. Like that's never gonna happen. And just the fact that it's happened and now it's happening like twice.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. At least it's all in the same state. Would that help?
Yeah. I'm not like traveling the country.
Yeah. Okay, Brooklyn Barnes said, how does it feel cheering at Top Gun?
I love it. It's all about like the family aspect and I truly love that. I love everyone I've met. Everyone's always looking to like help each other out and it's so fun. It's so amazing. You walk into the gym and everyone has a smile on their face. It's always like, hi, how are you? It's truly so amazing.
That's awesome. Okay, she also asked, what was your first ever cheer team / gym?
Infinity All-Stars. I was on the tiny team for 4 years. I'll just tell you the whole thing. I was on the tiny team for 4 years because I started at like 3 turning 4. I don't know. I was just on tinies for 4 years. It was insane. And then I was on mini 1 and then mini 2, youth 3, junior 4, junior 5, senior co-ed 5, and then my first world's team, which was senior open co-ed international, and then senior open small L girl, and then senior open, or not, then senior medium, and then now senior medium co-ed. Well, that was hard.
That's a lot. I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's always fun to start when you're young because you see like, oh my gosh, you went from a tinies team to now you're like on a world's team. Like that's crazy.
And I moved it up with like my best friends like all throughout the way. It's like, it's been so fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, she also said, Brooklyn Barnes said, is going to Top Gun worth it?
I think it definitely is. All the coaching is incredible. The people you're gonna meet are incredible. The like opportunities and everything that come up is all amazing. It's like, I should say yes. I think it's truly like just a life-changing experience and you should definitely try it.
Okay, and was it hard leaving the gym that you've been at for so long?
It was so hard. The gym I left, I grew up there since I was 3 to like the end of middle school, and it was so hard. Like all my best friends were there, all my family was there. Like if I didn't know, like I lived right by the gym. If I didn't know to the other day, like I just went to the gym. Like I was just right there. And then I moved here. I live in like Delway right now, so it's a couple hours away from the gym, and it was just like everything changed. I was like, whoa, like I don't know any people here, the gym's far, but in the end I met all these amazing people and it was worth it.
That's good. Yeah. Okay, Brindley Glass said, how does it feel to be on Revs?
Amazing. I love it. The energy's amazing. The people are amazing. The vibe's amazing. I feel like I keep saying the same thing about everything. It's truly so fun, and it's like such an eye-opening experience, and I feel like it's made me fall back in love again with cheer. And it's just so like, I love it so much.
Yeah. I think it's always like, it's so exciting knowing that you strove to be on that team for so long, and now that you're officially there, it's just like you have all the feelings again. Yeah. Okay, Brandley Glass also said, what makes you stay so passionate in cheer?
I just love it. I love it, and I love it, and I love like the family aspect of it. So I love, like, I just met this girl like a month ago, but now she's like my best friend, and I'm pushing for her. Like, I'm doing this for her, and I know she's doing it for me. And it's just so like the family aspect of it, I guess, and just always wanting to work hard and like improve to better yourself. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's see, next question. Oh, Brindley Glass said, hey.
Hi.
Liana said, what days did you guys practice on and for how long? I think she's talking about LJ.
LJ, okay. LJ, I've never practiced more in my life. We practiced Tuesday, Thursday, and then most weeks it was also Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Tuesday and Thursday those were 7:15 to 10, but really it was like 7:15 to like 10:30. And then Friday would always be like 7 to 10ish, and then Saturday and Sunday were like 10 to 2. And really, honestly, that was like every weekend. We always had some practice going on, but it was insane. It was so much practice.
Yeah. And I also think that it helps knowing that everyone on that team, like whenever you're on a team like that, you know, everyone is passionate and dedicated just as much as you are. There's not someone who's like not trying. So it's like, I feel like it's always a lot easier to have those types of practices whenever you're on a team like that.
Yes, everyone's so committed and everyone's so into it, which definitely helps make it better. And then you're together all the time now, so then you get extra close with everyone. And
yeah.
And they were always kind of fun.
How did it feel having Gabby Fuller as your coach?
So cool. Having her like post whenever she first started posting stuff, I was like, oh my god, that's me. It was so fun. She's always like there for you, and just she was always there to go to talk to, like girl problems, girl drama, anything. Also, she's really smart at math, and so she actually helped a bunch of people with their math homework because she's like a genius at math.
That's so funny. Okay, she also said, what were comps like?
So fun. You're with your team. We were with LJ the whole time. Like, you get there, and this was different for me because my old gym, it was kind of like you're just together, like when you compete and stuff, and then like whatever you do besides that, it's like whatever. Like maybe we had like a team bonding, but that was it. But like with LJ, you were together the whole time, like, and you're always matching. You're always matching everyone. You get there, like you go to the competition, you come back, you have a practice that night, and then it's like you have a dinner. Like, we were always doing something.
Would y'all travel together, or would you just like meet up once you were there?
We would just meet up once we were there, but really we all kind of ended up traveling together.
Yeah. Okay. Aubrey Noel Cheer said, what has been your favorite team you have been on over the past years?
Actually, my favorite team I was ever on was my junior 5 team. I was in 5th grade. I don't know how old that makes me, but I was literally with all my best friends. It was so fun. I don't think we were really good at all, but just like, it was literally all my best friends and all these like people who now I like think back on it and I'm like, whoa, that's kind of crazy. Like, they don't even cheer anymore, but it's like, that was our like J5 team, and it was like it was so fun that year. And then of course last year was so fun, like so different from all my other years. having like being in like the eye of everyone, I guess. I don't know how to say that. That was so different for me. Like I would do something and someone would like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm saying. Seeing like myself on like TikTok and stuff, and like you scrolling through TikTok and you're like, that's me. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. So was that J5 team, was that like Legacies? Like what was the name of that team?
Yes, Legacy.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wasn't sure. Okay. Okay, hold on. Oh, first of all, did you do any sports other than cheer, like ever? No. Okay. Well, then Aubrey said, what's your favorite hobby other than cheer?
I like going to the beach a lot. My mom's tried to get me into tennis, and she like used to always be like, come play with me and stuff, and I was like, no. But honestly, I just go to the beach all the time. I used to ride my bike a lot, but I don't really do that anymore. I like going to the gym and just like working out, kind of.
Yeah. Okay, Top Gun Forever said, is it hard balancing cheer and life along with friendships, relationships at the same time?
It was so hard, especially last season, because we practiced so much. It was so hard. My friends were always like doing stuff on the weekend, and they're like, come do this with us, and I'm like, I cheer like every single weekend. In the end, it turned out to be okay, but there was a bunch of like missed things with friends and stuff, but it's okay. It was fun.
Yeah, I feel like at that point, you just become, your friends turn into your team. Like your teammates turn into your friends, and those are the people you're with 24/7.
Yeah, that's when I became super close with them. I was just with them all the time. It was like, we go to practice, and then we're all together at someone's house, and it was like...
Yeah. Okay, Top Gun Forever also said, where do you guys see yourselves in the future? You can ask or answer first.
Honestly, I have no idea. I want to cheer in college somewhere. I don't know where or anything. Like, I actually have no idea. One day I want to like own a business.
Ooh. Would you ever like go into coaching, or is that not something you want to do?
I would. It's just, I don't know. I would want to do coaching, but it's like, I would, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get that. For me, let me see. I've already started coaching, so I coached a team last year, but in 5 years, how old am I gonna be? Let's see. I'll be 23. Oh my gosh. What? I'll be 23, so probably done with college. I was gonna cheer in college, but then I decided not to. I don't know, I probably see myself like, I don't know, probably still coaching and then having like a big girl job, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, that's probably it. Okay, let's see. Someone said, any tips for getting a full and a double?
It actually took me forever to get my full. I remember actually, I don't know if you can see, I have this scar right here on my eyebrow, and it was whenever I was learning to do my full, I did like this half, and I did like a front walkover out of it for some reason. I don't know. And how the gym was set up then, it was like the trampoline, that like squishy mat, I don't know what that's called, and then it was a rod floor, okay, but over here is concrete. And so whenever I did that like front walkover, I like went onto the rod floor, and then I fell off and I hit my head on the concrete, and then I had to get stitches in my eyebrow. But tips, I just completely didn't answer the question. Tips, I would honestly just say staying hollow and like just learning when to spin and kind of how to spin, and then one day it kind of just like clicks, which I know sounds kind of like annoying, but that just is honestly how it is.
Yeah. Did you actually have any injuries like growing up, like in cheer, or were you just lucky?
My back's always hurt. My arm, something happened to my hand one time. I don't remember what it was, but whenever my hand was hurt actually is when I learned how to do an aerial, because I couldn't do anything, and I was like, in aerials, those such like mental skills. I was really little, and I was like, okay, well, I can't put my hand down now, so I have to do it now. So I did that. I used to have really bad knees, like Oscar squatters or whatever it's called, where like I think a lot of other cheerleaders have this too, where like your bone would kind of stick out of your knee right here, and it was so bad, and I like couldn't do anything for a little bit, but then it kind of just went away one day. I don't really know how, but
well, so yeah, you got pretty lucky, I feel like.
Yeah, I did.
Good. Okay, who is this? Someone said hardest part of LJ practices.
The full outs and all the reps we would do. It was always like we would do reps on reps on reps, especially a pyramid. At the end of the season, we did pyramid all the time, like literally for hours. And that was just like, okay, it's tiring doing the same thing over and over, but like you have to do it to like get better and all that. But it was like, I don't know how many times, more times I could do this pyramid.
Yeah, no, I get that. At NCA, whenever there was that whole delay, how did it feel just like being backstage with all those people waiting for awards?
Oh, it was so fun. We all started singing back there. I don't know if people have seen videos of like we were singing back there. We were like in preps, like music was playing. It was so fun. We were all just like singing together and meeting each other. One of my favorite things about being on a team like LJ is that it truly is a way to like get to talk and know other people in a way, and I've met so many amazing people from other teams. Some of my like best friends are on or were on like Woodlands Elite Generals and Black Ops, and I like love them, and it's all because we met them at majors, just like walking in a hall, just like said something to them, and then we like, it's an easy way to bond with people, of course, and then it's like you see them all the time and it's so fun.
Yeah. What's the competition where you guys swap uniforms? I can't remember.
That's majors.
Majors? Did you, like, how was that whole experience? Because I'm assuming that was your first time doing it last year, right?
It is so fun. It's kind of awkward in the beginning because it's like, so at first there's like a little like meet and greet kind of thing. So it's not really a meet and greet. It's like each team has their like gym like banner or whatever, and it just says like the gym, and then you kind of have to stand there for a little bit, and like people will come up and take pictures with you guys, and then you literally just ask people, you're like, want a uniform swap? And they're like, yeah. And it's, I ended up swapping with, I put on Lady Lightning's uniform, I put on Panthers and SSX, which was insane to me. Like, I'm an SSX fan, like till I die, like favorite team ever. I think that's really it.
That's so fun. That's always, I feel like that's always such a fun experience.
It's so fun. It's so cool.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
One thing, I wanted to say this about the NCA backstage. This is just a fun fact. I got into a prep and we were like dancing and stuff, and then I actually got in trouble for being too obnoxious. So I had to stand by my coach for like 10 minutes.
Stop, that's so...
But like not really, it was just like kind of a joke, but it was like, yeah.
Okay, so you know that, I don't know if you, I can't remember if you posted it on your Instagram or your story, but you know the video of you with the UCA banner going on stage? Did you like actually get in trouble for that, or was that just like a joke?
Like I actually kind of did, but like not really. Because I actually just, now looking back on it, I kind of feel bad because I just took the banner from like everyone and I was like dancing with it and stuff. But then at the end I was like, this is such an amazing picture moment. And you know, now I have an amazing video.
Yeah, so it was worth it. It was worth it. Someone said, what is your biggest tip for any level cheerleaders?
Really just always try and be a leader. Always try your best and your hardest. And especially the days that like don't want to be there, try even harder that day. And always be nice to your teammates and try and bond with your teammates, because those people are truly going to be like your best friends.
Okay, Maya said, how are your practices? Are they fun or are they stressful most?
Oh wait, okay, it's back, sorry. I used to stress myself out so much about practices, especially when I was younger. I don't really know why, but it was so bad. Like, I would stress out all day about practice, and then as I've gotten older, that's gone away, and now it's like I just look forward to it, and it's fun because I know I'm there and I'm like with all my friends. It can be stressful at times, especially when like trying new things and stuff, but it's always fun.
Okay, Allie Cheer said, what's your favorite all-star cheer team other than Top Gun?
SSX and Panthers, for sure. I don't know why, I've just always loved Panthers. And SSX, I just love SSX and the people on SSX. I love it. Okay,
that was all the questions from Instagram. Now I have a couple for you.
Okay.
Most of them are already answered, so you're gonna have to give me a second. What's your opinion on themed practices? Do you like the themed routines? Do you like the OG routines, like before all the themes happened, or like do you like the themes more?
I kind of like the themes. I think they're fun, and it just is always like different. It's exciting to see how each team does the theme. I think if it's executed really well, then it's so cool, but then it can also like can be really bad in a way. TGLC is always like great at the themes. I think their themes are always like amazing. Yeah, I think it can always be fun. It's always like, how are they gonna do this? Because you always like, you hear the theme and then you're like, that's cool, but it's also like kind of weird. Like, how are they gonna do that? I think it's so cool seeing how teams and coaches get creative to do the themes.
Incorporate it, yeah. Over the years, what's been your favorite theme, like, of any team?
Oh my god. I loved LJ's, like, the bad girl, that year. I loved TGLC's, I love the aviator years. I don't know why, but I always loved those. Honestly, that's Shooting Stars themes are always cool because their music's always so good. So it's just like, their themes are always fun.
I loved Shooting Stars' New York theme, or their music.
Yes.
I loved that. What's your favorite all-girl team? Or large all-girl?
Large all girl. Panthers.
Yeah. If you could be on any team that wasn't at Top Gun, what would it be?
SSX.
What are your thoughts on the Andy Simon thing, like his YouTube being shut down?
I don't know why it was why was it shut down?
Apparently, well, USAESF made like a thing, and like they basically reported his account and they got it shut down. I'm not too sure why, but that's what happened. And
I think it should be back up because that's just like cheerleading. Like, every video of cheer ever is on that account.
Yeah, no, I remember last year whenever I was like, oh my gosh, I know someone Lady Jags now, and I was like, my friends would be like, who? And I was like, Emma, and they're like, oh, let me see a routine. I would always search up Andy Simon, and I would find your video, and then I would post or show them to them. Now there's like nothing.
Exactly, like, how am I supposed to do it now? Like,
so I remember whenever you were at Infinity years ago, whenever you would do videos for like vlogs, is that something that you're thinking of ever doing again at Top Gun, or are you just gonna like live in the moment?
I always want to do vlogs, and then I'll literally like take my camera and I'll be like, I'm gonna do it, and I just don't end up doing it, and I just end up like living in the moment with my friends. But last year too, Gabi had her vlog, and so I'd kind of always just take her vlog and be like, oh, hi guys, and but this year I think I actually do want to vlog. Maybe I'll vlog like majors or like cheer sport or something.
Yeah, just like the big comps. That's always fun. Who's someone you look up to in the cheer world?
Oh my god. Honestly, I have to think. Honestly, always just like, actually no, I have one. Haley Zan. She's amazing. Love her. This is funny, I looked up to Kaden Cox a lot and how she like flew. Like, I love that, and now I'm like cheering right beside her. I also have just always looked up to my teammates, and it's like you see them getting better and it inspires you to get better. One of my best friends, Kinlan Prescott, is actually one of the like best cheerleaders I know ever. And so I've always looked up to her in a way. She's always doing something new and something crazy, and it's like, okay, I want to try.
Would you ever be interested in like being like the rebel models or like any of that stuff?
I would. I just never really like looked into it too much. I always see the people traveling and stuff for rebel, and I'm like, that's kind of insane. But I would definitely do just like little like local, well, not like local, but like in the US, like little like rebel things and stuff like that. But I just haven't looked into it or tried it. I tried out to be a varsity model a couple years ago, but I had like braces, and so it's like, you're not gonna make it, you have braces, and I was like in 6th grade. But I haven't done anything recently.
Yeah. Okay, off of that, what is your dream like destination? Like if you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be?
The Maldives, for sure. I'm trying to convince my dad to take me.
Oh, that's so nice. I love that.
He was just in Japan and for work. This is a total different thing. He was just in Japan for work, and I was like, apparently Japan's right next to the Maldives. I have no geographical skills at all. And I was like, okay, well, you should have took me. You could have just flew right over, but.
Yeah, my mom, okay, I'm assuming he works in international now because my mom used to work in international and that's when she traveled. But yeah, my mom went to Japan a couple years ago too, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to go with you. And she's gone to like so many places, and I'm like, where's my ticket?
Or maybe he went to India now. If Japan isn't by the Maldives, don't come for me. He went to India or Japan, somewhere like that.
Yeah. Okay, do you see yourself living in Florida like once you're older, or do you see yourself like moving somewhere? And if so, where?
I think I probably will live in Florida forever. I kind of want to go to California, but that's like, I don't think I'd live in California. I don't know. I think I'd live in Florida for forever, really. By the beach. Love the beach.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you seem like such a beach girl. Like, I don't... I couldn't see you moving somewhere like Tennessee, you know?
Yeah, no. I'm moving to Orlando now, and it's like an hour away from the beach, and I'm like, okay, that's a lot. Like, that's far.
Yeah, because you used to live, what, like 10, 20 minutes from it?
Yeah, now I live like 5 minutes from the beach. It's like where I always am.
Okay, so whenever you still lived in Jacksonville, how was the whole like traveling for practices? Because I think you would go down like one weekend and then stay all week, right? And then come back?
Yes. In the summer, I was with my like best friend Julia, and so we did it together, and we'd practice Tuesday, Thursday, and then some weekends, so we'd come down like Tuesday and stay until whenever we did our practice, and then normally we'd go back like, say if it was a Tuesday, Thursday week, we'd go back like Friday, then stay the weekend in Jacksonville, then come back. But I think we had a lot of weekend practices or something. I don't know, I feel like I was always down here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, your story, you were always like, I was like, oh, there she goes to Miami again.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, last thing. If you could give your younger self any advice, what would it be?
Oh my god. Just keep pushing yourself, keep trying your hardest, and just keep going no matter what. Like, you can do it, and you have to do it. So like, be great at it since you have to do it. Have fun, make friends, just stuff like that. Yeah, that's good. Okay, well, Emma, I miss you so much. Miss you.
Thank you for doing this.
Of course.
I will put your Instagram. I will see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.